I say we, I'm the most unorganized person on the planet. This is another episode of Tess Talks, which what I've learned in rebooting this podcast, because this was something I started back in 2019, I believe, like right before the pandemic hit. What I've learned is that there are like 4 other podcasts named Tess Talks. And I'm like, I'm pretty sure mine was first, but whatever. Theirs are at least uploaded, Bobby. Like theirs are at least uploaded. They at least have their ducks in a row. That is not something, we're kind of working in reverse here on Tess Talks Reboot, Tess Talks 2.0, whatever you call it. We are trying our best. These are this week's episode podcast notes. And we have a couple of new things. So we finally have a number for Barrera Law. Remember, I was like, I don't have a number. I just Barrera Law. That's what I have. My personal contact number saved, which is a 361 number, but we wanted to get you guys a Houston number. So we'll talk about that. I also felt, Robert B. Jokes, Bobby, that the last episode was kind of manic. Like I had just taken like a Red Bull or something, or drank some coffee or something. Because I told Travis as soon as it ended, I go, was that like a manic episode? Like I was just chatting. But I think I just get excited because I have so many things to talk about and I just want to get through them. So if you thought I was a little crazy last episode, you're right. I also felt that way. I'm going to try to take it a little slower this episode, but maybe not. My point is that there's no real plan. I just know I love doing this. I know that it is my side quest to have a podcast, and I hope that people are keeping up with me. We're recording, I should mention that. We're live from my new downtown apartment balcony. It's very spacious. We don't have a big background yet, but again, everything is a work in progress. We're humans, we're works in progress. So the Tess Talks reboot is slowly chugging along, okay? And it is not about how you start, it's about how you finish. And after this, Robert is gonna help me get organized, okay? What has been going on? Okay, well, a lot of work, which is when I woke up this morning, I almost just texted B and was like, hey, let's just like get our shit together, get it in order. But I'm like, no, we need to keep people updated. We need to have a routine of recording these episodes. So that's what we're doing. Ren Fest was probably the most fun thing we've done recently. We went to Barbarian Weekend and our campsite was literally right by the entrance. So my brother brought his RV down from Corpus, or up from Corpus, and we parked in, we backed in. It was the best people watching spot. We did have a group next to us that was very fun. They were all they were all Ren Fested out. Like they had their barbarian stuff, but they also had inflatable dragons. So it looked like they were like riding dragons. I will say one of the girls at that campsite was a little bossy pants and she kept having me come over and take pictures of them. But I'm like, you know what? That's okay because I am like that. So it was nice to be on the other side of that. And that happened at the Texans game too. Someone just pulled me. I think I have that face. She just pulled me. She was like, can you take a picture of me? I'm like, absolutely. The answer is always yes. So Ren Fest was amazing. We were there in Todd Mission since Friday afternoon. We did Friday, we stayed all Saturday. And then we watched did we watch the Texans game on Sunday? Yeah, I think we did. And the Texans, oh my gosh, on a winning streak. So we've been to the past 2 games that are home. We went to the Texans versus Jaguars, which was amazing. First half, not so amazing, but then we got our shit together and the defense has just been incredible. So we won that one. We beat Football Jesus. And then Josh Allen was in town. And I gotta say, the Thursday night game, here's the thing about me. I need a little push because I need a tush push every now and then, okay? Should we go for it? And the answer is yes. So I was like, man, Thursday night game, work's so busy. Should we just go? We had been taking the train. We took the train. We were late, which was good because the Texans don't always start very fast. They're like me, you just got to get them going. And then once we got there, it was pretty electric. There was a ton of Bills fans there. Those dumb chicken wing hats that they wear? I was just looking, I was seething at these guys. I'm like, how dare you come to our house and wear those? You look so dumb. But then we won and I felt better. I was like, guys, thanks for coming to the game. Thank you. And it was great. We beat Josh Allen. He was sacked 8 times. It was just so much fun. That was such a fun game. And I think Travis has his lucky uniform, like he does the overalls, like the Texans, like paint splatter overalls, a cowboy hat and boots. We're undefeated when he wears that, guys. That's like the ticket right there. So it was just really, really fun. So Houston Life has gone live from 2 big events. One was the Nutcracker Market, which was insane. I don't know who needs to hear this, but save all your money and spend it at the Nutcracker Market, okay? There are so many things. I plan to not spend money every year, but then I remember it's for the Houston Ballet Academy, which, by the way, real ballerinas and ballerinos live in this building, and I see them. Like when I'm going to work, they've got their hair in their bun and they've got their little bags and they're like ready. And I'm like, are you a ballerina? And they're like young girls, so beautiful and cute. And they're like, yeah. And I'm like, that is so cool. So Travis knows like I'm a fangirl of the ballerinas. My nickname when I was a child by some of my favorite aunts was Tesserina Ballerina. Tesserina Ballerina. So I always in my mind thought, yeah, like I'm a ballerina. And then I realized you have to have flexibility for that type of thing, which I'm out. But we have been working out every morning and that's a good thing. We've created a really good routine here. I think I talked about that last time where we do like a 20 to 30 minute workout. We do the sauna for 15, it has to be 15 minutes, and then we do a cold dip. I sometimes opt out of the cold dip, but actually it's been kind of hot and humid here. So I have been opting in for the cold dip, and it is a nice way to get the day started. What else? So we went live from Nutcracker Market. We also did a live show from the Houston Zoo because the Houston Zoo does their annual zoo lights, which is where Alex P proposed to Emma. I always have that association, always that memory associated when I get there because it's so lovely, right in front of the fountain, right in front of the pond. It's such a cool spot. I did mention that on Houston Live. I wonder if my friends are annoyed that I just talk about them. Like I just be talking about them on TV. Like, no, I don't ask for, like, do I need to ask for permission to do that? I always talk about my mom. I always, like, being friends with me, you kind of just have to realize, like, this is fair game because it happened. I'm going to say what happened if it's part of the story. So that was really cool. Back to the Nutcracker Market. You know, the dip guy, like there's like all these dips. There's this guy and he has dips of all different flavors. I think before COVID, it was just like out and you could go and you could get your own samples. Now they're like, which one would you like to try? And I'm like, all of them. I want to try all of them. So I have to pick. And I got like a pickle dill dip. And that one was so good. We also got like a spicy one. We got like a roasted red tomato one. And he like let us try them. And then we told him we were from Houston Life and he gave us some of those dips. So that was really nice. We also... Musi. Musi is the name of the company that I really bought some really nice, they're called body melts. And they're like a little ball like this and you just rub them. You can use it in the shower, you can do whatever, but you just rub them and they melt and they're like eucalyptus and peppermint. Oh my gosh. So I'm like, this is a really good product. Like, am I discovering this? Like, do I need to put people onto this? Musi has been on Oprah's favorite things list for like 7 years in a row, okay? I thought I discovered them. Not so much. Oprah already knew about it. The lady's from Mississippi. She actually employs people who have felonies who are sometimes harder to employ, but they're ready. They're ready for a new life and a new start, and sometimes they can't always get a job. So she employs women, people who maybe are autistic, some people that normally typically have a little harder time finding work, finding employment. So I thought great company, definitely worth it. And that was my one, besides the dip guy, that was the other one that I really, really liked. Okay, also we went live. I already mentioned we went live from the Houston Zoo. You will never believe what I got to do. So last week, one of the days, sometimes my producers will do shit like book me a story at 8 a.m. And I'm like, That's hard. That's hard. I have a routine. I'm trying to be in the know, but this one was really cool. So I met Jessica, who works at the Houston Zoo. She is like our PR contact, Jessica Reyes. And I met her, and what we were supposed to do, the plan was, you're going to work with the commissary and the team at the zoo that works on getting all the food ready. So like they meal prep for the animals. So really, really cool, right? You go to the kitchen, you prep, you chop some apples, whatever. And it was going to be for the bears. So they were going to let me go in the bear enclosure in the habitat. And it was great. And I was like, oh, cool. What a cool opportunity. Obviously the bears aren't going to be in there when I'm in there, but cool. Well, when I got there, there was like an issue, okay? And this is the nature of live TV. Whenever you go and you go to the story, what you assume the story is, it doesn't always turn out that way, but you find it and you kind of like, you have to make the call. When we got there, the bear habitat, for whatever reason, wasn't ready for us to go shoot at, but the lion one was. We got to go behind the scenes and like basically set up food for enrichment for the lions to like find, okay? So we had like big old sardines, frozen sardines that we would like not hide, but like put in different places because they come out of their enclosure into the habitat and they like find this stuff, meatballs, like raw meat. So I have gloves on and I'm like putting them in different places. And then they come out and they like sniff around and they can find this stuff like immediately. When I was there, you could hear the lions. They weren't roaring, but they were purring. Guys, when I tell you, you could feel their purr like inside your soul, inside your heartbeat. I was like, oh my God. Like these are crazy, powerful, beautiful, like creatures. It is beyond impressive, the scale, like God's really crazy for that, like really, really crazy for that. So it was cool to have that up close encounter. And then of course we got out of the habitat and then I shot my live shot and they were like right behind me. So that was cool. So we ended up doing the food enrichment for the lions and then meal prepping for the bears who were out, but I didn't get to go into their habitat. So that was really fun. That was a really cool opportunity. We also went to an event for Derek Shore. Derek Shore MCs the Shuck Cancer event. Apparently when Derek got here almost 10 years ago, he had started helping with this event for the American Cancer Society because his mom used to volunteer for the American Cancer Society. And it was like a cause that was near and dear to his heart, right? When he started it, it was like really small, like not that many people would go to this party. Well, that has completely changed over the last 9 years because when we went to it, it was at like a huge warehouse in Sawyer Yards. We go in, it's decorated to the nines, it's full, it's all the best restaurants in Houston, the best food, drink, and obviously they're all coming together for a good cause, which is to raise money for cancer research. And it was incredible. I will say the star of the show was this sushi chef, and I can't remember his name. I was asking Travis, I'm like, hey, what was that sushi chef? He's like, it's not coming to me, it's not coming to me. I know he works at Blodgett Food Hall. I know the sushi is in Blodgett Hall, the food hall. He had a blue fin tuna on display, and he was live filleting it and carving it, and that he would give you the 2 pieces of nigiri from that fresh blue fin tuna. Butter, guys. Butter, so good. I need to look it up. I will look it up because I do have recommendations. I do have food recommendations. So I have 2. That'll be my 3rd one. I need to figure out this chef. I want to get him on Houston Life. So that was amazing. That was the star of the show besides Derek Shore. It was like Derek Shore's the star MC, but the tuna, oh my God, having dreams about it. Okay. Also did a piece on the Yellow Rose Roller Derby. They had a game, a doubleheader yesterday. It was their last game of the season. So I'm glad I went in, met the girls with all their nicknames, General Slaya, Andrea the Giant, and Loba Loca. Those are 3 girls that I talked to that are a part of this league, a part of this team. And their story was really, really cool. I also, when you do a story like that, that's kind of like evergreen, I also send it to Randy McAvoy, and I hope he'll run it on his Sports Sunday. Either way, the girls do a boot camp in the spring. So their season's over, but they also do a boot camp in the spring where they teach you how to like take a hit, do all that stuff. So I think that's going to be a follow-up story for me. I'm going to go try to do it. I'm terrified. It's a lot of bumping and, you know, it's already, like I played football many years ago. Hitting each other on solid ground is one thing, but like on roller skates, like I'm about to make a fool out of myself. But anyway, that's okay. It's all for a good cause. These girls are super inclusive, and it's not just girls. It's everyone's welcome. Everyone is welcome to go. So I would check them out if you're looking for a community. It is so important to have a hobby. Guys, it's important to have a hobby. Get your heads out of your ass. Stop being depressed if you are, okay? This is good advice. If you're depressed, simply don't be. Go join the Derby. I haven't gone to therapy in a while, and I'd never take my advice. I'm not a doctor. Okay, but actually, no, you can take my advice, because I will tell you right now, Barrera Law is the sponsor of Tess Talks, the reboot, the 2.0 version, and you are going into the holiday season. Many people are going to be on the road. Many people are going to be traveling, and you want to be safe. If anything happens, you give my friends over at Barrera Law, really my family, a call, or you can check them out online, jbarreralaw.com. The new Houston number is 281-845-2723, okay? 281-845-2723. Everyone knows that that's who I trust when I need, even if it's not involving personal injury, if I need legal advice, if I need a contract looked over, Jose Barrera and the team over there that does consist of my brother. My brother works at Barrera Law. My brother Jorge works there, and they're just people who have backed me up my whole life. Literally, when it came down to it, when I got into a wreck, and I've seen them help so many people. So jbarreralaw.com. Thank you for always supporting Tess Talks, because you know I have a big old mouth that I like to run, and I like to talk a lot. Can you guys tell that I'm losing my voice? Between the Texans primetime game on Thursday, we went to the Rockets game on Friday, which they lost to the Nuggets. So frustrating. They were so close. That's for the NBA Cup tournament game. Between that, and then just me being a loudmouth, my voice is gone. I've been trying to like do honey and throat lozenges and stuff, but then I also go and I like drink a bottle of wine, which brings me to my recommendations, my food recommendations. We had a fabulous meal at Birra Paretti's, which is an Italian restaurant, really been here for 50 years. I learned this all last night. The bartender says, well, this is a restaurant that's been here for 50 years. Obviously, it's very popular. It was really giving old school Italian New York vibes. I ordered the steak and fettuccine, which is a big back meal, and it was so good. And we also got some wine. We got some escargot. We got stuffed mushrooms. Travis got like a Trio del Mar, which was seafood, and it was delicious. As soon as we were, and we got the creme brulee. Yeah, that was good. And you know how most creme brulee comes, and it's like this, it's like a dish like this, and it's usually like a little shallow dish. It's a fat boy. It was a fat boy creme brulee, and it was so good, and it was perfect. And I don't even like sweets, but man, that sweet custard gets me every time. Very delicious, very delicious. So that's my one food recommendation. Another place we recently went to, you guys know I love mariscos. I've had mariscos all over this city. La Ficheria here downtown, a little bit higher than my normal price point for mariscos, but they have phenomenal ceviche. We got a trio, which let us taste 3 different kinds. We got micheladas. There was, even though it was Saturday, there was soccer on the TV. So you can't like walk into a Mexican restaurant and be like, hey, can you put on college football for me? It's like, no, we watch soccer here. It was great. Travis got a skinny margarita because he's very petite these days. It was great. They also have, they have like won all these awards from like Food and Wine. They've been in Food and Wine magazine, Houston in 10 Dishes. I believe their like hangover seafood soup is very popular. I didn't get that. I'm just waiting for a good hangover to call that one in. Okay, I'll call that one in. And so La Ficheria, Birra Paretti's, and then we got to look up this sushi in Blodgett Food Hall. I'm just going to look it up because it was really delicious. Delicioso. Kaizen Sushi, I believe. Yes. Okay, so at Blodgett Food Hall, they have Hawaiian Brothers. They have Mad Dogs. They have Mad Burgers. They have Marco's Pizza. They have Dupsies, which is African food, which I've also heard is very good. I haven't had it yet. But Kaizen Sushi, guys, I'm putting you on game right now. I'm putting you on game, on food game. Okay, so those are my 3 recommendations for that. Also, as far as watching things go, Carmen Family Murders on Netflix, pretty crazy documentary. Selling Sunset continues to gaslight me with a storyline. But I won't stop watching it because the girls' outfits are so cute. The real estate's so good. These little fights they get into, it's so stupid. It's so stupid. I can't stand any of them. People are like, whose side are you on? None of them. I'm on no one's side. You know whose side I'm on? Me. I'm on the viewer's side. Give us a better show. You have all this real estate porn going on, and there's no carne, okay? There's no meat and potatoes of the show. Also, on my to-watch list, the Selena documentary, the new one. Lauren Kelly interviewed Suzette Quintanilla, and the producer of the show, or the director of the show, and she said it was great. She said, there's a lot of footage that is reused for anytime anyone talks about Selena. She said this was all new, never before seen stuff, and she loved it. She said it made her fall in love with Selena all over again. My cousin is in the credits, Daniel Luna. He is Suzette's assistant. Daniel Luna, shout out to you. I'm so proud of you. Daniel is also the person who got me my first radio job. So he's clearly a genius. My cousin, the genius. And then my mom's crazy ass friend Norma is in this documentary. She looks beautiful. They're interviewing her and she's in front of Selena's house and they're like, why are you here? She's like, I can't believe it's real. This is all, so I haven't watched the documentary yet, but this is all, my mom told me this information this morning, okay? So the Selena roots run deep in my family. We are from the same barrio. She used to live right around the corner from us. And I remember the day she died, my mom had clipped off some flowers and said, go take this, drop them off at Selena's house. And I turned the corner and it was like crazy. Like I didn't realize like, oh, we really just lost a star here. So I was very young. Things I am excited about, CVS coupons. I am on the CVS coupon train right now. We live right next to one. So I have been going and getting my extra bucks and doing the buy one, get ones. And did you know, this is not paid. This should be, CVS sponsor me. If you pay $5 a month, you can be in the CVS rewards, whatever, but they give you a $10 coupon. So it's $5 every month. They give you a $10 coupon every month. So basically it doubles itself. And then they send you like extra little promotions and stuff like that. So went in, bought 2 body washes, bought 2 big old things of wipes, which I love wipes. I love wiping everything down. I love wiping myself. I like wipes. I like to be clean. It's like, yes, wipe it. Wipe everything. Wipe the handle. Wipe your ass. 2 big things of wipes, 2 big things of body wash, one for me, one for Trav, a woman and a man one, and it was $3. Guys, when I apply those coupons and the total comes out, there's no better feeling in the world for me. That to me, that's like my true, like that's like I'm finally nailing it. Like I'm winning at life. So CVS couponing I'm into right now. I'm very excited about MG Hair Salon in Sugar Land opening. My dear friend Manny has been working so hard, not just to cover my grays, which I have an appointment this coming up week, not just to cover my grays, but to build a salon that represents him and his staff. It's gonna be in the heart of Sugar Land. He finally got his permits approved. I cannot wait to see the new place. I don't know how soon it's gonna happen with permitting and getting, I know his team works so hard. I'm just so happy about a new MG Salon location being built for him. So Manny, if you're watching this, which I don't know when you would find the time because you're always working, I'm so proud of you. Okay, very excited about that. I guess the last time we talked to there was like a government shutdown. That's over now. I can't tell you how relieved I am for the people who weren't getting paid, weren't getting their benefits. Yeah. I also try to be careful because I don't want that. If you're coming to me for your political information, that's like a whole other problem for you personally. But as far as pissing people off, I mean, I hope we could all agree that the government shutdown was bullshit. Like, I hope we can all agree, these politicians, that their paycheck doesn't stop and they are like not working tirelessly to make sure that our government is run smoothly, that people have fair housing prices, affordable, whatever. I mean, surely I can't be alone in that, right? Okay, anyway, I think we are coming to a close here. I put Real Housewives. Yes, I've been watching Salt Lake City. I love it. The Real Housewives of Orange County reunion is over. Tamra Judge terrifies me. I have never seen a more narcissistic sociopath that has been on TV for so long, but that's like why. I think that's why. Like, you need a villain. You need a villain. Every season needs a villain, and man, she is good. She's got the spin zone going out. She does this one thing, Bobby, where like anyone that calls her out, she just repeats it. She just like, boom, gaslights them like right back. Like, Ashley, you're really aggressive. I think you're really aggressive. You know what? I think you're the most aggressive person I've ever met. Like, I'm like, oh my God, she terrifies me. Like, you have Halloween scary, and then you have Tamra Judge scary. And those people walk among us. Like, holy shit, she's beautiful. She has a good husband. She's got this like long blonde hair. She's got a great, and I'm like, and she wants to destroy people. It is crazy. Okay. I think we went through everything. Yep. Went over, okay, this is what we have to do. Get our shit together. We need to do that. So the podcast is over. Thank you again. If you're watching this, how are you watching this? Because I don't know. Are we on iTunes yet? We're going to figure that out. We're on YouTube. And that's what we've got so far. Okay. Cheers. Cheers. Happy Sunday, you guys. Glad to be doing this. We'll go over the Croc gems later. Goodbye. Good job, B. Thanks for setting this up. Oh, wait, let me say happy Thanksgiving. Happy Thanksgiving. We'll talk after the holidays.